Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. Today is January 25th, 2020, and my name is Lysander Xanthus.
And I am the mysterious voice in the background known as the Kitchen Witch. Welcome, everyone. Whoops. Feedback loop, sorry. Welcome, everyone, to the Morning Metaphysical Report, and Happy Chinese New Year, everybody!
Yes.
Happy Chinese New Year! It is the year of the rat, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to kick off this morning with a little bit of fun information about the year of the rat. So, this is the year of the metal rat, which is a strong, prosperous, and lucky year for nearly every single Chinese zodiac sign. Rat is kind of everybody's best friend, so everybody's going to get a little bit of good fortune in this year. That's why rat is the best year.
All right.
So I'm going to read this little bit that I found. Everyone will show determination regarding their goals, aspirations, and even their hobbies. This is a great year for founding and evolving. Those who plan to buy real estate, start a business, or invest money in a long-term project will have great chances of success. But beware, it's only going to be successful if it is carefully planned. Rat is a clever animal. You must think everything through carefully if you want the best outcome. And of course, it's a year for family because rat is very family-oriented. So that's my 2 cents about rat to share with you guys today. And, Happy Chinese New Year, everyone.
Yes, Happy Chinese New Year, Year of the Rat. I'm excited. So, today we will be sharing with you the day's astrology, numerology, and other helpful information for your spiritual practice today. We are also going to be going through a grounding, healing, and casting psychic protection to assist in your growth and transformation. So we are going to begin with the grounding. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, imagine a bubble around you. This is your aura. Now imagine at the bottom of this bubble a pipe or roots or any other long object reaching deep down into the earth, gently attached at the bottom. Now for the sake of simplicity, imagine that your sphere is filled with a dark colored energy. We're going to be draining this color out of your bubble slowly with breath. So imagine or intend the level slowly lowering. And begin. So we are releasing all energy that does not belong to us, that is not serving our highest good, and we are releasing it from every layer of our aura, every chakra, every cell of our body. We are releasing all blocks and attachments that we are now ready to release. And see the level continue to go down all the way to the bottom. And as the last of it drains out, imagine the drain closing and the pipe, roots, or other attachment kind of slowly curls away from you deep down into the earth and dissipates. So we have grounded. I'm going to do a little energy clearing using this singing bowl briefly. The sound has a way of kind of melting away any undesirable energy. All right, so later on we will be doing a healing, and near the end we will be doing a protection. So stay tuned for that. Let's now talk about the day's astrology.
Woo! What's happening in our universe today?
All right, so the Sun, Moon, and Mercury are in Aquarius. So what is being highlighted and emphasized are traits of innovation, doing things differently, following our hearts, marching to the beat of our own drum, and really being our unique selves, as well as an emphasis on ourselves as individuals and our part in a greater community. Not so much a focus on us and another individual person, but us and the world. And so this is highlighted in our outer self and the general theme of life right now, how we are feeling internally, feeling a need for this sense of community or being part of something bigger, as well as a connection to ourselves with something different. And mentally, in the way that we express ourselves, this is reflected as well. Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are in Capricorn, continuing the trend of assisting us in shedding things which are no longer necessary or healthy for us to hold on to. And that opportunity and transformation will come to us if we can exercise the qualities of self-sufficiency, independence, practicality, and problem solving. It's really up to us to make the step to change our own lives and lead ourselves forward. Mars is in Sagittarius, so our drive is really directed towards discovering these new possibilities for ourselves. Uranus in Taurus makes us feel uncomfortable in our comfort zones so that we are more compelled to change them and to change our habits. Venus and Neptune are in Pisces, so in our love life and relationships, we are seeking and may experience depth and sincerity, but we also need to be aware of and contend with any fantasy or illusions that may be at play in our love life. If you can get past that, then you have a chance to deepen or strike a true connection. Neptune in Pisces connects us to our deeper instincts and intuition, so this is easier to access at this time. Intuition is rising to consciousness, so it is up to us how and if we'd like to utilize that information. Let's look at our aspects.
Ooh, aspects.
So the moon is in conjunct with Mercury, and they are both in Aquarius, of course. So our internal self, so we may be feeling especially cerebral and internally thoughtful and ruminating at this time. And both Mercury and the moon are in sextile to Mars. So there's that.
So you're angry about
it. So you're angry about it. You might be feeling very passionate about it, especially passionately about pushing yourself and pushing yourself forward, like not really accepting where you are, but asking more of yourself at this time. All right, that concludes the day's astrology. Now it is time for the day's numerology.
Hey.
Today is a 7-day, excellent for beginning of year of rat.
Nice introspective kind of day for year of rat.
Yes. So today is a day for inner reflection. Take some time to be alone with your thoughts, especially with the moon and Mercury in conjunct. Be alone with your thoughts, a very thoughtful place. Be still, read a book, think, drop the business of the world, and enjoy the silence. If you must work, take time to breathe, and if at all possible, Take a few moments alone where you can. You will find the time alone deeply peaceful today.
That's right. 7 days are always kind of challenging because we have this need for solitude and this need to kind of go inward. So if you find yourself surrounded by people today, do yourself a favor and take a moment to breathe in a corner to yourself, hide in the bathroom, excuse yourself to sit in the car, whatever you have to do to get a few minutes alone. Be alone and be in touch with yourself for just a minute where you can.
Luckily, I will be alone all day. Someone in this room will not be.
I will not be. Already feeling it too. Like, oh man, I'm so excited for my day. Why today? All right, where are we at?
So it is now time for our crystal healing of the day.
Crystal healing.
We released and moved along some energy that we no longer need. And so it's important to replace that energy. And today we are going to be using agate to assist us in that. Agate may seem like a simple stone, at least to me it always has, but it is a powerful one. So agate is an excellent stone for rebalancing and harmonizing body, mind, and spirit. It cleanses and stabilizes the aura, eliminating and transforming negativity. Agate enhances mental function, improving concentration, perception, and analytical abilities.
It's a good crystal for a 7-day.
Yes.
You called it, babe.
And this one is in nice neutral tones of beige and orange.
Let's see if we can get some of that crystal magic. Look at that, guys. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I forgot about the heater today. So I'm going to let you do that. We're going to go and beat on it.
So the sun in the background is the heater. Sorry about that. We usually turn it off, so it'll be on for a few more minutes. But that's fine, because I'm not going to be talking very much during the healing. So please make yourself comfortable and allow yourself to connect with this energy. I will begin the crystal healing with agate. And to gently place this on your third eye. This affects not just your psychic ability, but your mental capacity as well. this concludes the crystal healing with agate. Take a moment to remain in this space. If you are busy preparing for your day, pause for a few seconds to allow this energy to integrate. I don't know if you guys can hear the bird outside. We will now be moving into our affirmation for the day. My coffee set too long. It's not hot now. Oh, no.
Hand it over.
Nope, definitely not hot. Thank you. You're the best in the whole world.
I know.
All right. So this affirmation comes from the book Heal Your Body by Louise Hay. And this affirmation pertains to chronic illnesses of all kinds. Even if you do not have a chronic illness, this is still a useful affirmation. I'm going to say this affirmation to you the first few times because I'd like you to focus on hearing the words and kind of taking them in rather than focusing on saying them. After that, we will say it together a few times as well. So, all right. I am willing to change and grow. I now create a safe, new future. I am willing to change and grow. I now create a safe, new future. I am willing to change and grow. I now create a safe, new future.
Mm-hmm.
So now we will say the affirmation together 3 times. I am willing to change and grow. I now create a safe new future. Sorry. I am willing to change and grow. I now create a safe new future. I am willing to change and grow. I now create a safe new future.
And so it is.
Yes. So I invite you to take this affirmation forward with you into your day. This is a very interesting one. So I hope that you will get use out of it. That concludes our affirmation for today.
Fantastic.
All right, now it is time for our magic tip of the day.
Magic tip of the day. I'm going to come up with actual little jingles for all these segments. Magic tip of the day. The magic tip of the day.
I don't know.
You don't, is that a little much? Is my weird coming out too much?
No, it's fine. I don't know. If you want to sing jingles, I can't stop you.
That is true. If you could, you would have by now, right?
So, today's magic tip of the day is more about perspective. And the tip is to discard your ideas about what is possible. Your ideas are limiting you, probably. And there's this wonderful thing called the beginner's mind when you're not really where you're at the beginning of a path and you haven't learned anything or enough to have any preconceived ideas about what's possible for you and what the path will even entail. And amazingly, when you are in beginner's mind and you have none of that, you sometimes are able to accomplish things and to do things that seasoned experts cannot, because they have limited themselves with how they think things should be, how like what is within the realm of possibility, and so on. And this could apply to many other areas of life as well, but especially magic, especially psychic ability, especially in spell work. So I find it helpful. It's like, take what you think you know and just kind of throw it away. You can be very educated and know a lot of things and have all your experiences and still reach this state. It's just sort of that kind of idea of really looking at what you think you know and maybe reconsidering, especially in terms of your ideas about what you can and can't do, limitations, rules, etc. It's just holding you back.
Absolutely.
You're just stunting your results in magic.
If you can dream it, you can make it so. Unless you want to be a dragon. And then you can be a dragon in your own world and in your own perspective.
A dragon in a human body.
I don't want to say that you can grow wings and scales and a giant tail and breathe fire. But be the dragon on the inside. Let that fury out. There you go. Don't be limited. Let your imagination soar.
It's probably not the example I would have used, but yeah. I don't know.
That's what I got. Have I mentioned I'm not awake yet?
Yeah. I'm not sure that that's at all what I had in mind. So that aside.
All right. Now what?
Now it's time for the card reading of the day.
Yay! Something I can't mess up. Looking at me like I'm crazy this morning. Oh. All right.
You're not entirely off the mark. Animal invoking a creature's spirit medicine can be very interesting.
Well, I was saying dream big. And then I used the dragon example and I realized that, you can't really become a dragon, so I had to kind of backpedal.
Okay. Well, you could cause spontaneous combustion. You never know.
Ooh.
So
when I was developing my gifts, I actually blew up car engines.
Yeah. So, if you want to be a dragon, don't let anyone stop you. It may just manifest in very strange ways, like blowing up street lights, which has happened.
Yeah. Done that too.
Or someone else I knew related a story about invoking snake and slithering across the ground, and people saw what happened. They're like, how did you get from point A to point B?
Wiggling. By wiggling. All right, which deck are we using? We're using that deck. That's the one.
All right, so I'm doing a reading for you all collectively.
Woo!
To give you some insight and guidance into the day ahead. Today's reading comes from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck.
Fantastic.
I picked the deck. So, all of the reading may resonate, or just parts of it may resonate. Either is fine. If you would like to explore more deeply anything that comes up for you, I do offer private readings through my page and website. So let's see what the cards have to say to us today.
Well, I know I'm not being that crazy, because I'm still getting love from the comments.
I'm sure. I feel like I just need a little further extrapolation. Magic can do a lot more than people think it can. So that way, the dragon example is apt.
Yeah, I know someone.
Also, you could actually be a dragon. You're just in a human body. So, there you go.
All right, focus. Come on, cards. Oh, sorry. I looked at them funny and they went everywhere.
I started crawling up my arm. Oh. we actually flip. But I heard something.
I don't know.
Oh, yes. There it is.
Aha!
Hidden. So the first card is Patience. I like to read key sentences out of the booklet as well as offering my own interpretation.
You're also in the wrong spot again. There you go.
This card signifies the need for patience, self-control, adjustment, moderation, and balance when dealing with others as well as yourself. This could be in the areas of how you think and work, how you handle school, recreation, the people in your life, with the spiritual path that's set before you. The Patience card reminds you to open your heart and mind and allow yourself to listen to other people's ideas, thoughts, and perspectives. Listening and sharing and reaching out will help you renew your faith in yourself and in humankind. You'll become more aware of the miracles around you as well as the ones you have a hand in creating. Many of these cards are pretty straightforward. This is called Patience, and that is what it implies. Right now is a time of planting seeds and being willing to put in the work and to wait for them to grow, nurturing them all the way even though they are not quite sprouting yet. Next card is Accelerated Motion. Again, this one is rather straightforward as well. It's important to be patient, but also to know that things are going to start moving ahead very quickly in your various situations, relationships, and so on. What is the number of this card?
8.
This card, of course, represents speed, flight, swift movement, hope, passion, above all, endings to delays. Brace yourself as you finally witness the manifestation of what you've worked for and visualized. This is a call for initiative, but you should also ask yourself, is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? Be wise and take advantage of these ideal conditions. Now isn't the time for you to fight against the river of life. Trust, have faith, and go with the flow. This strong current is taking you to a positive outcome in the future. We're going through shedding, exploring new avenues, and the things will move forward quickly in your current situations. And it is trusting that the things you're personally working on, it's also, it's interesting, needing to be patient on the things you are trying to create for yourself, but that life overall is going to be moving forward quickly. And if you've been resisting letting go of anything or allowing change to come in, it will become even more difficult to resist. The flow is a quick one. Hi, sweetheart.
Everyone was asking where you were.
Come here.
Say hello to everybody.
Oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, it's okay. See, look, the people are in that little black rectangle over there.
She's like, okay.
All right. Well, we got to see it for a minute.
Well, the cards were trying to say something right there.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, beautiful king.
Let's see if they have anything else they'd like to say. Sweet lady.
You want to come see what they're saying? Come see what they're saying. Oh, yep.
Oh, the window's closed.
bad mommy. Didn't open the window for peonies. Oh, eclipse of Aresh here. Okay. Partial eclipse.
I don't know that there's anything else, so I would say that concludes the card reading for today.
Yeah, I think it was pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward today. So be patient. Things are in motion. Right? That sums it up. And this is what's happening here. Looking at our neighbors. Just got a little tail wagging back and forth. Are you going to let me put the camera back down? No.
Well, it is now time for our question of the day.
I'm getting there. Here we go. Rush is trying to lay on the mouse. All right. Hello, everyone. The question of the day, one of my favorite parts of the day.
She's like right here.
There we go.
I feel like that's a pretty good angle. Hi.
What activities do you enjoy when taking time to be alone? That is the question of the day, ladies and gentlemen. As always, the question of the day is based on the numerology. And with it being a 7-day, we all need that little bit of time to sit on our own and reflect. So, yes, the question of the day, and I'd love everyone to participate and give me some feedback. Tell me what it is that you do. What activities do you enjoy when you're taking time to be alone? Lysander, what activities do you enjoy when you're taking time to be alone?
Well, I don't do it so often anymore, but taking a bath, laying on the floor. I think about work a lot, so I'm trying to think of other things. I fuss over my planners. I think about work, things I want to change and do in the future. I have tea. I used to write and draw. I guess that's kind of it right now. I don't have a lot of alone time. I spend time with my spirit companions. The few times I am actually alone. So even when I'm alone, I'm not really alone because
Yeah. Spirit companions, that's a thing that we have in this house. All right, let's go to the comments.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, we're never alone.
I'm just like, okay.
So Danielle says, art, watch people's lives, think, pray, walking, showers. She says she has a long list apparently. Iris says she loves to garden, read, and make things around the house like wine and soap. I'm sorry, did you just say you make wine, Iris? Seriously?
Oh, my fiance is a major wino. I mean that with love. But she only drinks Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yep. But, you know, that's what I do when I like to be alone. I have a glass of wine with the gods. So every glass I dedicate to a different god and I invite them in to drink with me. It's my Greek roots. I can't help it.
Imbibing on a deity's behalf.
Nilla says, chilling with my cat. Victoria says, going for a walk, reading, or watching TV. Yeah, so that's all really great.
Did you answer?
I haven't answered yet, but I keep getting responses. I keep
fine.
going to do
That's fine. That's good. We like hearing.
Sandy says, alone is my middle name. Read, listen to music, play with my cards, watch other psychic mediums online, connect with friends, and think. Absolutely. I like to drink wine with the gods. I am polytheistic. I believe in all the gods. And so I have a good time reaching out and having a drink with as many of them as humanly possible on a regular basis. Go through like a bottle of wine a week, enjoying my alone time. I also enjoy doing crafts, so I enjoy sewing and dream catchers and things like that, especially if I'm thinking. I like to weave dream catchers. I don't get a lot of alone time. Every once in a while, I get real bro about it and I play video games.
Yeah.
I do enjoy video games.
Neither one of us are alone.
Particularly often. So let's see. Anybody else? Teresa says, watch the birds eat and have a cup of coffee. Definitely. Carla says, coffee, meditation, light candles, give thanks, artwork, and write, and many more. Absolutely. And we're having like a side discussion about wine here, so that's all excellent too. Let's see. So, just to talk a little about this wine conversation.
So what's going on with wine?
So apparently Iris makes fruit wines, which is awesome. Apparently her specialty is a dandelion wine. Doesn't that sound interesting? It sounds so interesting.
It sounds very, reminds me of Asian cuisine. Something you drink with ramen or ramen or some other soup.
That would be, it sounds like it would be very good with ramen.
Because dandelion is bitter, but like in a good way. Yeah. I don't know. I've never had dandelion wine. It's just I had dandelion and wine and various liquors.
Sarah Moore says, used to draw, practice Qigong, do different types of meditation, go for walks and such. Not doing much anymore, but I hope to get back to that one day. You need to take that time for yourself and do those things, especially if you love them. It's good for you. Thank you everyone for sharing.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I love hearing from all of you. Let's see. Anybody else? Crystal says, I struggle to enjoy things alone sometimes. I get distracted easily and bored easily. But I do like to listen to music. I try to meditate, and I'm still finding my own way. Absolutely. It can be, being alone can be very difficult. You know, a lot of people struggle with that. I know for a long time I struggled with being alone. I couldn't stand it. Didn't matter if I had 100 things to do. It's just, it was really difficult to want to be alone with myself. I didn't find myself particularly good company for a long time.
I used to be awesome at it. Now it's just like years of spending being around you 24/7 and other people, entities, and so on, that it feels really strange. I mean, it's not uncomfortable. At worst, I like miss her, but other than that, I'm fine with it.
Let's see. Amy says she likes to be outside when she's alone. Fantastic. Thank you all so much for your comments and for participating. We always love to hear from you guys. You're all fantastic. All right. It is time for us to start wrapping things up for the day.
So it's now time for announcements. If you enjoyed watching this Morning Metaphysical Report, please like, follow, or subscribe to my page or channel, or to the MMR page or channel, wherever you are watching this, so you can continue seeing it. Our patrons are on screen from patreon.com/Morning Metaphysical Report. If you would like to become one of them and have your name put up here, please join. Also, your support helps us continue the morning report, as well as continuing to make improvements over time. And we do have plans for expanding into additional segments. So we hope you will check it out at that webpage. You can find information about us, our goals, and the rewards you receive for each membership level.
Absolutely. That's www.patreon.com/Morning Metaphysical Reports.
Yes. So that's the new Patreon link. If you were already on Patreon, you're still there. It's the same page, just a different name.
That's right.
All right. So now it is time for us to cast our protection.
Yes. Sounds like it.
So you don't need to do anything special. Just allow yourself to receive this protection for yourself. And I will begin. Great. So you will have that to carry with you throughout your day. Now, I am going to set an intention for our day. You're welcome to set an intention for yourself now at this time, or to accept my intention for you.
Remember the rat in your intention.
Yes. So today we will receive Rat's blessing, not just for today, but for the year ahead. And this day will bring us the seeds of prosperity that will continue to grow and bloom throughout the whole year. Today will bring us peace, contentment, and trust in the path that is ahead of us. Today, we will find a center within ourselves, whether we are alone or with others today. Thank you. We are grateful. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Happy Chinese New Year. Make sure to take that rat energy with you into the year ahead. And if you don't know anything about it, Google it. Learn about it. Chinese astrology is fantastic.
So thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.
Namaste.